good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening, welcome along to MyWhoosh and the UCI Stage 2 course. This is new, I've not seen it before, although to be fair, I haven't run most of the MyWhoosh courses, so this is just another of the new ones that I'm yet to do. Sebastian says, City Bench is only available on Wednesdays. Yes, so we've changed it to the UCI Stage 2. Oh, might not work. Okay, bear with me.
Right, is that working? Okay, welcome along to MyWhoosh. Sorry, mic wasn't working apparently. We are on the UCI Stage 2 course. We've got 3 minutes to go before we start. Clive, Sebastian and me are in-game and ready to go, all on the same server. Now, 2 weeks ago, we did the Thursday 3 on MyWhoosh and my computer crashed. 1 week ago, we did the Thursday 3 on MyWhoosh and the computer crashed. So this week, we've done 2 things. Well, I've cleaned out the computer, although the computer wasn't really that dirty, so there wasn't a lot of dust in there. But one thing I've done is I've changed the frame rate on the streaming software to only 30 frames a second. It's usually 60 frames a second. So that's halved the amount of effort that the graphics card is having to do. And then I've also reduced the graphics on the MyWhoosh game to high or medium, is it? Instead of ultra. Or is it high instead of ultra? And I can tell the difference. It's not as sparkly as it usually is. And I'm not happy with it. So let's see if we get through this today. We'll start at dead on 6. Let's see if we get through this today. And if we do, I might try and up the graphics next week on this. The other thing you'll notice is for the past 2 weeks, I haven't actually had an official event in game. It's been taken off. I don't know why. Clive's is still there. Mine isn't. Clive gets emails from Rodney all the time. I don't. Rodney has never replied to one of my emails. Rodney is in charge of running on MyWhoosh. Well, he's in charge of most things on MyWhoosh by the looks of things. So, yeah. So, Clive is regularly chatting with Rodney on MyWhoosh on email. I have never had a reply to any of my emails, and I have emailed him a few times. Right, let's get going. Is it nearly 6 o'clock? It is 6. It must be 6 o'clock now. I can see that Clive and Sebastian are on the server. So let's get going. We're going to run at 9 kph, and we're just going to do 5k this evening. Nice and comfortable. Let's just make sure that we know where the guys are. I've just dropped. Hang on a minute. I've just dropped my keyboard, which I need. So I'm just going to go and get my keyboard. Hilarious. Okay. Yeah, let's just walk for a second. Now I need big things. Okay, and let's get some camera angles going as well, shall we? Oh no, not that, not that, not that. This one. Okay, camera. Angle 4. Let's try camera 4. There we go. Okay. Let's try camera 7. No. Camera 5. I want a more wide-angle view. That's it. That'll do. Okay. Camera 5 will do the trick. Let's speed up then to 9 kph. I can see the guys. Thank you very much to Clive, who has already done the FMR 500. Appreciate that. So 9 kph, and we're going to do 5k around this UCI Stage 2 MyWhoosh course. Hope everybody has had a good day. Hope everybody has recovered from yesterday's interval session. If you took part, well done. If you didn't, where were you? So let's just get this nice and comfortably done. No hassle. Just 5k, nice and easy. Nowhere near as intensive as last night. And let's enjoy the scenery. Let's have a look around the scenery and see what it's like. I have a squeaking treadmill tonight for some reason. Also, I'm going to have to open the doors because I've just started running and I'm already extremely warm. Right, Clive, you and I are going to have a chat about Rodney and how we can get him to speak to me. Or at least speak to me via you. He seems to like you. Because I'd quite like a MyWhoosh t-shirt to wear. Clive says, my right calf muscle niggle has now gone after running the FMR 500. Well, that's what the FMR 500's for. Getting rid of niggles. So we'll be on here for about 35 minutes. 5k at 9 kph, nice and comfortable. Low heart rate. Those of you used to the Zwift Run channel will notice we have now changed. So going forward, this channel is now the virtual FMR channel. So a sub-channel of the Film My Run channel. More aligned with the Film My Run brand. So we're definitely the Film My Run brand. And we're called the virtual FMR channel. Thank you, Clive. Clive says he's going to send Rodney my email address and ask him to say hello. Ask him to send me a t-shirt. Yes. Thank you, Clive. Just running past a nice lake there. I hope we're frightening a lot of the cyclists who are not used to seeing runners on MyWhoosh. Anthony says it just shows what kind of effect you have on people. They don't talk to you after a while. Yeah. Same with my wife, to be perfectly honest with you. Been together 16 years. It took her about 10 years, but yeah. Doesn't really talk to me now. So, yeah, we're going to have to advertise this Thursday MyWhoosh runs and the Monday intervals that Clive's doing on MyWhoosh. We should advertise them on the MyWhoosh Riders page. How about doing that? And also on the MyWhoosh Runners page. Or we might get people coming over from the Riders page to the Runners page if we advertise a bit. Anthony says, who has the blue shirt on? I think it's Clive has the blue shirt. I think Clive's in the middle of us. So yeah, I'm at the front, Clive, and then Sebastian. Okay, that's 1 kilometre done. Let's change the camera angle. Have a look around somewhere else. Let's leave that one on for a minute. Guys watching, what do you think of the quality of the image? Does it look a bit worse than usual? Last week, I got 1.7 kilometres into the run before it crashed. So we are about 600 metres away from where it crashed last time. Sebastian says he thinks the graphics are looking fairly normal. Clive's got a different shirt on his version of MyWhoosh. I have to say, after last night's efforts, it's very relaxing running at this pace. Yeah, Anthony says it's not as crisp, but it's looking okay. Okay. So, next week, if this goes okay this week, next week I might knock it back up and see if just reducing the frame rate of the streaming to 30 frames a second, if that will be enough. So if we do crash tonight, Sebastian is not able to take over because he hasn't set up his MacBook yet. So if this live stream crashes, that's it. We're gone. And it'll take me too long to try and fix it to log back in. Last week, I spent 20 minutes trying to reboot the computer and it wouldn't reboot because it was overheated. So if it crashes, we're going to give up. Let's just, I think, I've got a positive feeling, you know, I think it'll be all right. Hi, Dan. Much easier run than last night, Dan. Just a nice relaxed 5k, very slow. He says he's watching with his daughter, Coco. Hello, Coco. How are you? Can you beat your dad yet when running? I bet you can. If you do junior parkrun, I bet you can beat your dad. So you might notice, Dan, we're on MyWhoosh, which is like, it's basically the same as Zwift, except just a different platform. We've been trying it out for a few months now. It's not as polished as Zwift, but it's something different to try, isn't it? So back on tomorrow with the final spring marathon training session. Long run, medium long run tomorrow. We'll do 90 minutes on Zwift at 6:30 tomorrow. And that'll be our training done. And then for those of you coming to join us, Brighton Marathon is in just over a week. Yeah, the graphics are looking a bit sketchy now, aren't they? Let me change the camera angle again now. Anthony says, as it's a pretty big app, you probably need to run it on quite an empty system with not much on it. Yes, which is why I deleted a lot of apps that I don't use on the computer yesterday or the day before. Yesterday, I think. I went through the computer and I just deleted a load of apps that I don't need, I don't use. So hopefully that's helped. And I've also deleted some startup apps. So you know there's quite a lot of apps that just start up automatically as soon as you start your computer. So I've deleted a load of them as well. So we've passed last week's crash point. We're about to hit 2 kilometres. Dan, how old is Coco? It's definitely MyWhoosh is definitely a decent alternative to Zwift, and it can only get better. It will improve. Right, that is 2 kilometres in now. So everything's looking good, and the mountains are looking spectacular. So what's everybody got coming up this weekend? I have a half marathon in Yeovil. So I'll be driving over to Yeovil on Saturday night. Sunday morning we'll be running half marathon around the streets of Yeovil in Somerset. Okay, Dan says Coco is 3 years old. She'll be 4 in August. And she says she's excited to run Junior Parkrun. It won't be long, Coco, before you can. And then you'll be able to beat your dad. Clive, I haven't, but I haven't really looked anywhere else, to be honest. I haven't really asked anyone. I guess I could put it on my club's WhatsApp group. Right, here's our cadence song. The cadence song that we used to use for the film My Run 500. But at this speed, we can probably run in the right sync to it. It's about 164 BPM, 164 steps per minute. And looking at MyWhoosh, the cadence looks like it's not doing too badly. Right, 2.5 kilometres in. So we're halfway through today's run. Let's change the camera angle again. Hi, Tina. Who's wearing a shiny armband? Sebastian says, Clive, on my screen we aren't wearing a bright shiny armband. You mean the pink one? We got a pink wristband on, each of us. See, that, right, Sebastian, the reason that your game is running so well on an iPad is probably because there are certain things in terms of graphics that are not the same, which require less processing power. For example, do you have shadows? So you can see on the floor of my screen, we have shadows. Do you have shadows on your iPad? And Tina, no tech issues so far, no. Hello, Marcus. Marcus has joined us. Come on, you got to get on the MyWhoosh train, Marcus. We're still going for it with MyWhoosh. We're not giving up on it. Marcus is saying, never. He's refusing to even consider the possibility of running on an alternative platform. The thing is, Marcus does have stats to keep up, so he has to run on Zwift because he needs to maintain his longer than anyone else distance record on Zwift. Right, Sebastian says he has very simple shadows. Okay, So your iPad will have no problem running MyWhoosh because it'll have slightly less high quality graphics. So the CPU doesn't have so much to render. Or the GPU, rather. Clive says we now have fighter jets flying around with rainbow-coloured streams coming out of the back. I think I saw some rainbows. Right, over 3 kilometres in now. There they are, there's the rainbows. I didn't see that they were fighter jets though. I don't know if I've got the fighter jets or just the rainbows. Okay, Tina's going running. See you later, Tina. Enjoy your run in this beautiful evening we've got here. Although I thought I heard Clive say earlier on that it was a bit cold where he is. But it's lovely here. Very, very warm. All day today, glorious sunshine. So we've had a nice day today. Perhaps just a little bit of sea mist coming in. Like Clive says, it's been rather grey there today. So yeah, definitely a difference then. Been beautiful here. And there's the rainbows again. Look, oh yeah, there's the fighter jets. Now we see them. So did you have those in your iPad, Sebastian? Okay, he says yes, he has. Okay, well that's good. Tina is in her dry robe. You can't run in your dry robe, Tina. Only Sebastian says on his MyWhoosh it's night time. Although you are on the same server as us. Interesting. Although that happens in Zwift as well, doesn't it? You can be all running together, but people will have daytime and nighttime. And you can set it, can't you? So I think you can set it so that it's always daytime or it's always nighttime or it fluctuates. And I think you can set how fast it fluctuates as well. So I would have to say this is quite a nice course. Beautiful mountains, nice countryside. Although I do desperately want it to be in HD or in ultra graphics mode. But never mind. We'll deal with it as it is today. And then we'll try again next week and see how we go. Right. Clive says, I'm currently running in ultra mode. Show off. Just because you've got a computer that can handle it. Right, we are nearly 3/4 of the way through, just about to hit 4K in the Thursday 3 miles on MyWhoosh on a Thursday evening. Oh yes, of course. Sebastian is the one who set up and sent Clive his computer. Very, very grateful Clive is for that, Sebastian, I know, for sure. Yeah, Sebastian, you've sent Clive a computer and yet you're having to run on your iPad. What's that all about? Surely you would want to keep a computer for yourself. And off we go downhill. Beautiful waterfall behind us. 800 metres to go, so twice round a running track. So don't forget to come and join us tomorrow for the final spring marathon training session. 6:30 on this channel, the virtual FMR channel, on Zwift. From 6:30 onwards, we'll be doing 90 minutes of running, and that will round off our training for Brighton Marathon or whatever spring marathon you are doing. I'm also doing Manchester Marathon, so I've got a couple more weeks of training to get in for that one. So Brighton Marathon will actually be my final long run in training for the Manchester Marathon. But as yet, I still don't really know what pace I'm going to go. I don't really know how fit I am. Perhaps the Yeovil half marathon this weekend will give me an idea of what I might be able to do in Manchester. Sebastian's telling me to have a look in front. Oh, there we go. There's that MyWhoosh arena. I wonder if that's where the stage 1 is that Clive's going to do on Monday. I think there was some talk about Clive doing stage 1 on Monday, and I think it's inside that arena. Yeah, I will definitely run at 1 hour 30 pace, and we'll see how I feel. And if I can get under 130, that'll be something. So we could then aim for maybe 310, 315. I'd love to get good for age in Manchester. If I can go any quicker than 130, then that'll be all the better. I think the chances of sub 3 are gone. But anything between 3:15 and 3 hours. 3 hours and 3:15 would be great. And probably more realistic. So we're in a tunnel now. We're going to finish in the tunnel by the looks of it. I don't know how long the tunnel is. Reminds me of the tunnel in the Paris Marathon. Shall we run till we get out of the tunnel and see where we get to? Unless it's a really long tunnel. Because we're about to hit 5k. Let's run to where that yellow and green marker is and see if that's the outside of the tunnel, and we'll stop there. If the tunnel is 10 miles long, Clive, I'm stopping now. Let's just get to this bend and see what it is. I have a feeling the tunnel isn't stopping here. Gosh, it goes to an even darker tunnel. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, we're going to get out now. Okay. Let's get out of the tunnel and then we'll finish. There we go. And a lovely bridge, a lovely viaduct as well to stop at. There we go, all done. So, yeah, there's the viaduct. Sebastian's going to carry on. He can't bear it. He's got to go to 6k, hasn't he? No, he's not. I thought he was going to go to 6k. Right, that's us done. So another possibly successful run on MyWhoosh, which is good. There you go. That's what we finished at with the animals and the train and the mountains and the viaduct and the pretty village. That is very nice indeed, isn't it? It would be even better if it was in ultra mode. Oh, well. Oh, and a train going over the top as well. Train going over the top of the bridge. Fantastic. Okay, good stuff. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Clive says, well done, everyone. See you again tomorrow. If not, have a good weekend. Thank you very much, Clive. I will see most of you hopefully tomorrow for the Spring Marathon training session, final Friday session. And then we'll be back to normal service next Friday, the Friday after. I'm thinking of moving back that badge to Fridays because that is a Film My Run event, isn't it? So we really should have somebody doing it on a Friday. So that's me done. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Clive and Sebastian for running with me. We will do this again next Thursday, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow on Zwift on the rebranded virtual FMR channel. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.